sorry, y'all. I should have been more prepared, but you know, y'all know how shit goes. Anyway, I just came on here to deliver a message. I know it's probably only gonna be about 4 or 5 people that like really listen to it and take heed, and that's cool. That's all. Because if 4 people reach out and reach for more, or you know, are able to help for more with the information given, then it's a job well done. You feel me, man? But anyway, I came on here to say that I'm starting to realize that we are in a spiritual warfare. The battle is getting thick right now. This is for all my empaths, intuitives, clairvoyants, all of that in between, basically the workers of the Most High, the universe, however you see fit to call it. We are in a spiritual warfare, and it's something that you've probably been noticing within your spirit, your soul. You feel aggravated. Some of you, not all of you. Some of you may feel aggravated. Some of you may feel confused. I know the confused and aggravated is probably mostly like what I've been feeling, but you've been feeling, and I know it's not just me, because I have other friends that are, you know, within that realm that's been, you know, feeling the same thing, even after Mercury retrograde. And it is because we are in a spiritual warfare. I ain't talking about no white and black shit. I ain't talking about nothing man-made. Nothing man-made. This is all astrophysical. We are in a physical warfare. And so for these next few months, and I'm talking about 4 months, because most of y'all, the ones who this applies to, most of y'all know that the real birth of the earth starts in spring, because that's when the earth comes alive. So we're not talking about like man-made New Year's Eve and stuff. We're talking about the real deal. So up until the Chinese New Year, up until spring starts blossoming, that is when you need to go into your bubble. You need to mentally, emotionally, even physically, if you feel like you have to do that, if that's going to help with the mental and emotional, prepare yourself for what is yet to come. I know everybody like, ooh, 2020, I can't wait till it's over. Wait till 2021. It ain't. It's about to get real. Sadly. For some people, it may be a breeze, you know. 2020 wasn't that bad to me. It helped me get some things in order within my life. But the real emotional and mental, spiritual, that's what I was spiritually. Make sure you get spiritually strong and right. But spiritual is about to happen probably next year. I'm going to stand on that next year. I'm going to claim that. Well, not claim it, but I'm going to stand in my prediction and what my spirit is telling me. And the reason why I say that is, so it is intellectually mature of you to learn something outside of your comfort realm. And somebody sent me a video on Satanism. Now, I, by all means, do not, I'm not saying that's what, you know, I'm not endorsing it. That's the word I'm looking for. However, if you've ever read Sun Tzu's The Art of War, you know that in order to defeat the enemy, you must learn from the enemy, right? So I watched this documentary on Satanism, and it actually cleared up my mind about a lot of misconceptions that I had. Like, I had not realized what it was. Like, I thought it was something totally different, but what it is basically, if you understand religion, spirituality, all of that, it is to live in accordance with the universe, right? And that's what I believe in. That's why I consider myself a Christian. I'm a New Age Christian. because I do play with crystals and, healing spells and stuff like that, because that was in the Bible. And God did it. He even called Peter to do it. And when he couldn't do it, or was it Paul? One of them. I always get Peter and Paul confused. But he called for one of them when he called him to walk on water, and he didn't. And he told him, you can't do it because you lack faith. He didn't tell him you can't do it because you're not supposed to. He told him you can't do it because you lack faith. So when it comes to healing and protecting people, because that's what you are called to do as an empath, as an intuitive, as a clairvoyant. Your job is to do the light work of God, of the universe. You feel me? And so, if you know about religion, going back to what I was saying, if you know about religion, then you know that it is to do the right thing, to be to maneuver with integrity, and to do what's morally righteous, irregardless of if it goes against your desires. Like, you place your desires at the back burner for the greater good of the community and everybody around you, right? That's what you're supposed to do. Satanism is not about people killing, stealing, and all this other stuff, but it's basically about doing what you personally desire, irregardless of how it affects other people. But the one thing that I didn't know about Satanism is that you have to put it in writing, or basically you have to get consent to do what you want to do. So in order to do that, a lot of them, it doesn't say how you have to get them to consent, but you have to get them to consent, whether it's like, how the snake, remember when the devil tempted Eve, he came in with the trickery. So it's ways that they go about doing it, but they have to get consent. Now, the reason why I say we are in the midst of a battle is this election is highlighting a lot of ill behavior within mankind, because most people are picking their own selfish needs over the rights of humans, regardless. Like I said, this is irregardless of race, irregardless of gender, socioeconomic status. Hey, Miss Leanne. This is irregardless of a lot of things. It is about, what was I saying? It is about, I guess, I'm trying not to sound crazy, but it's hard not to sound crazy, but it's basically about furthering the agenda of Satanism. I'm starting to really feel, I'm going to stand on it. I'm going to start standing on my beliefs. I believe that the U.S. was not founded on Christianity, but it was founded on the principles of Satanism. Because again, like I said, if you watch this documentary, if some of y'all want to watch this documentary so y'all can see, because the people that was in the satanic church were other religious people. Like, they fled from being Jehovah's Witness or being Protestants, and because they wanted to be able to do what they wanted to do, you feel what I'm saying, and basically say fuck everybody else. And if you look around, that's what a lot of people are doing. And then if you think about it, when they tell you about all the different religions that came over here, but the whole quote unquote perspective or retrospect of the U.S. was giving people was to give people religious freedom. And Satanism is a religion. And if you look at everything the U.S. has been doing, it has never been aligned to God. It has never been aligned to the Bible. They might use the Bible, but I think people also forget that Lucifer was an angel. He was God's favorite angel. God loved him. But he preferred anarchy and chaos. He preferred to fulfill his own personal desires, even though he knew it would lead to anarchy and chaos, in hopes of gaining power and control over the world. That shit don't sound familiar to you? That shit don't sound like what the US do? It doesn't sound like what they're doing to us as a group of people. Like, y'all better start waking up. Start waking up. And this is really, these next few months is really where you fall out within the spiritual battle, is really going to fall at who you're allowing into your space and who you are aligning yourself to. So it's coming to the time where people who are straddling that fence, you're going to have to let them go and decide on their own. Forgiveness is being able to take them back once they realize, because most of the world is in this trance, this spell that has been casted by these nations. You feel what I'm saying? And so it's going to be hard for them to wake up. You can pray for them. You can love them. If you choose to be and stay with them, that's on you. But y'all really need to start watching who you align yourselves to. You really need to start watching who you allow into your space and into your spirit. You really have to watch. You have to be very cognizant, because who you decide to align with, what you decide to accept, is really what's going to determine where you stand at within this war. And it is a war, and I'm not talking about like World War III. I'm talking about the spiritual warfare, because it's about to get thick. And like I said, I know a lot of you have felt it, because we've had these conversations, whether in private, in DM, on the phone, through text, whatever. Just watch. Leo Rising Official, if you don't follow him. He's really dope. He said right now for the next, I forgot how much he claimed, but you are to observe and not absorb. And I was like, how the fuck you do that? As an empath, how do you not absorb? But I'm starting to realize it's really secluding myself and putting myself in a bubble. Because as I was saying, Satanism is all about personal gain and personal growth, being selfish, being self-serving, and not righteous. And you can look at the world right now, and it is in a state of anarchy and chaos, because people are really maneuvering within a satanic manner. And I hate to say it like that, because it does sound crazy, but I mean, it is the truth. But like I said, this video is for a small select few group of people. It is for a small select group of people. So those who know. Those who understand. For those that want to understand and know, you always free to or welcome to jump in my inbox. If you don't want to receive the information from me, it's plenty of people within that nature that can help guide you. Just be careful of who you follow, because remember, as I said before, Satan was God's favorite angel, most beautiful angel. You feel what I'm saying? Knew the Bible verses, knew all the laws inside and out. But because he knew them so well, he knew how to manipulate them to further his own personal gain. So just make sure you are careful of who you're aligning yourself to, who you're allowing into your spirit realm, who you're opening yourself up to. Because, like I said, these next 4 months are about to be really crucial. Really crucial. So, that's all I wanted to say. I think I made that quick enough. But watch. Just look and watch. Look and watch. And again, like I said, Lucifer was the most perfect angel. There's going to be people that come around you, because the top tier demons, they're not aggressive. They're not nothing. They're charming. They come off as caring, but they're highly manipulative. Watch the people you align yourself with. and stop being afraid to cut people off because you personally like them. If they don't serve the well-being of your soul, either you don't care about yourself or you don't think yourself valuable. And that's it. I was going to say or something else, but if you allow yourself to stay aligned with somebody that you know isn't right, it's because you either feel that you're invaluable or you don't like yourself. For those that do care about themselves and family first, you know, it's something that won't be a hard battle to do. You got to learn how to, you know, cut people off. But that's all I wanted to say. Empaths, intuitives, clairvoyants is observe, do not absorb. Watch who you align yourself with. Prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically if you feel the need to, for the next few months, 3 or 4 months, because this is preparation time for the next season that's about to come. Okay? All right. Bye, guys.